Bottom line is this, folks. The Emperor is back. The Emperor is back in town. Now, let me tell you something there, folks. I am the show. I've had a channel since April 13th, 2008. Hoseo Munster, you're not the show. I'm the show. I'm the Emperor. The king has been terminated, folks. You're left with this, Roger Brown. So where are you folks at? Where are you people hiding? And I am glad that the big Johnston gave the big maniac the royal boot. But you know what? I think YouTube, I think the drama community is not glad because they were eating that up. That was the latest, that was the new thing in town, huh? That was crazy, huh? The bottom line is this. I don't talk about the top line, folks. I go right to the bottom line. And the bottom line is this. Where's my beef jerky? I don't remember eating my beef jerky, folks. The bottom line is this. I could be playing the guitar right now. The bottom line is this. I've unblocked everybody, folks. What gives you views? What gives you views? Dude, I can't have you around until you apologize. You need to apologize to her, bro. Just apologize to her, king of all things. So I'm going to have a long talk with her tomorrow. Because I don't want anyone dictating to me how to run my show. Do you know how much I hate this? You can't have. It's very simple. Just apologize to her. Her email is this. This is not a game. You know what? I heard that she's been flirting with Evil Abe. So I think from what I heard, Mango's pulled a dirty delete tonight. I want to see the proof. I want to see the receipts. I don't share title with anybody. No woman. I've been divorced for 11 years. Bottom line is this. I don't let anybody dictate to me how I run my show. So this is only a temporary suspension. King, you will be back. But I don't need to deal with the heat right now. I think I've made that clear to you before. We used to email each other. I would tell you, just ignore her. You know I have an emotional attachment to somebody. But if the rumors that I heard are true, you will be getting reinstated tomorrow. Because I heard that she was doing some major flirting with Evil Abe. I'm not saying Evil Abe was flirting with her. I heard that she was flirting with Evil Abe. And if anybody can produce those clips, you will get an immediate reinstatement into the BERGS empire. So let's just break this all down here, folks. Let's make it broke. Huh? Let's break it down for the people. Last time I looked, this is called the BERGS Show. This is my show. And nobody should be able to dictate to me, a MGTOW man, alpha male, how to run my show. So you might be saying to yourself, BERGS, why are you being a simp? Because right now, I can't take that heat. But if the rumors are true, that Salty Dog was indeed flirting with Evil Abe, who I guess a lot of the women flirt with, it's nullified. It's done. Done. So the bottom line is this. You might be asking yourself, what the hell are you talking about, BERGS? I don't even know what I'm talking about. Buff Carrot. Let me ask you a question, Buff Carrot. You live in Scotland. That's part of the UK. So the currency you have are pounds also, right? Is that how it works? Pounds. Now, let me ask you a question. You're from the UK. Don't they use another word for pounds? They'll say, it didn't cost me 10 pounds. It cost me 10. Is it shillings? No, it's not the right word. Pence? No, it's not the right word. There's another word for currency in the UK for like $1. No, not a euro. Quid. Okay, so what is the difference between 1 pound and 1 quid? So like in the United States, we would say $1. Okay? Yeah, UK is not part of the euros anymore. So in the United States, we would just say $1. So is 1 pound the equivalence of 1 quid? And if so, why have 2 words to represent the same? So let me ask you a simple question, though. So why have 2 words to represent the same currency? Why? Like, where did the whole quid thing come from? Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Dollar equals buck. Okay, I get it. Or a dollar is a clam. Clam. Okay, yeah. Okay, I get it now. Sorry. Yeah, like in the United States, we'll have a expression. You owe me 5 clams. A clam. $5. $5. Okay, I get it. A quid. I get it. Or back in New Jersey, in the old days, you'd say, hey, to your friend, can I borrow a sawbuck? A sawbuck meant $10. Can I borrow a Finsky? Hey, buddy, can I have a Finsky? What's a Finsky? That's $5, right? What does a sawbuck mean?
Here's the definition of sawbuck: a sawhorse.
No, but informal, a $10 bill. You see, a sawbuck, informal, a $10 bill. So you would say to your buddy, hey, I'm running low on cash. You think you can spot me a sawbuck? So you don't hear that terminology, you don't hear that nomenclature anymore. That was popular on the East Coast, like in New Jersey and New York. A sawbuck, it meant $10. Okay, I get it. A quid. What's a pence? So what about like 25 cents? How would you say that in the UK currency? Yeah, can I have 25 cents? Like a quarter. A quarter is 25 cents. How would you say that? Isn't that pence? 1 pence. Okay, so you'd say, so if you say, hey, can I have a, oh, you'd say, okay, let's say you work at a store and your change is 25 cents. So you say, okay, your change is 25 pence. But 25 cents in America, we have a quarter. So like, what would 25 cents be? Do you have a different term? Would you say 25 cents or would you say a quarter? Do you guys use a quarter? Or maybe 50 cents? Would you say a half dollar? In the United States, we used to have a 50-cent coin, which was a $half coin. So would you say for 50 cents, would you say, here's a half pound or a half quid? Would you say a half quid or a half pound? I'm just trying to make sense of this all, folks. So 50 cents, would you say, here's a half pound or a half quid? Let me see here. No, we don't say that. So you would just say 50 pence. Okay. Wow. You can't say a half pound or a half quid because 1 quid is 1 pound. 100 pence is 1 pound. So therefore, 50 pence would be a half a pound. 1 quid is 100 pence or 1 pound. So therefore, a half a quid would be 50 pence. I don't know. What do I know, man? I'm just a caveman. So, let me tell you something there, King of all things. It's very simple. Let me break it down, King of all things. Because I want you back. You're probably drunk. And you got out of control. And you said those things to Jill, which are not nice things. But Jill can come up to present time. So simply, as a favor to me and a favor to her, will you please just email me? You don't want to email her, email me. Because I know the King of all things is watching. And apologize, sir. I'll forward it on. The BERGS 1973 at yahoo.com. You can email her, jkf1217 at gmail.com. I don't like to have people blocked, folks. And I don't like to block supporters of my show. But I'm getting so much heat from her. But I don't like to be told what to do, especially on my show. You think I like to block a supporter for over 2 years? The answer is no. But I was getting so much heat. So why don't you just make it right? Either email me or email her and just apologize. A sincere apology. So we can come up to present time and become one big happy family again. But I've heard rumors from several people. And several people said they're going to send me the receipts and screenshots. I heard that Salty was on Mangoes tonight, drunk as usual, and flirting with Evil Abe. Now, if that's true, give me a 55. And if that's true, tell me the timestamps. Do you guys know if Salty she was obviously on Mango's panel, which I don't like in the first place. But she's trying to dictate to me how to run my channel, who I can have on here. I don't like that. I don't like that she's back on there. But do you guys know, or did you guys hear that she was on there flirting with Evil Abe? Because a lot of women like Evil Abe, his voice from South Carolina. I want to know right now. I want the answers. You can't handle. I want the truth. I want timestamps. I want to know what's going on. Did you hear anything about that? Because the bottom line is this. I'm not talking about the top line. I'm talking about the bottom line, folks. You think I like to keep people blocked? And believe me, he won't stay blocked for long. Because I'm an alpha male. I don't share a title with a woman. And she needs to get over it. She's almost 50 years old. She has said a lot of nasty things to me. And been drunk on panels also. She's done things that she regrets also. So the bottom line is this. We're going to bottom line this right now. We're not going to top line this. We're going to bottom line it. This is going to be because I don't let anyone, especially a woman, tell me what to do. And I don't let anyone tell me how to run my show. So the bottom line is this. Where's everybody at? 5 pounds is a fiver. 10 pounds a tenner. Okay. So what's up with this whole thing there, Buff Carrot? The old firm next week. I don't know what that is. What's up within the UK? When you go by weight, you say, I weigh 10 stone. What does that mean? What does that mean? Stone. How many pounds is a stone? I mean, I can ask my phone, but, I guess I'll just ask the phone. How many pounds is 1 stone?
1 stone is equal to 14 pounds.
Okay, 14 pounds. That sounds so weird. Oh, I don't even want to know how many stone I am. A lot. I'm not stoned. I don't smoke weed. But I'm a lot of stone, folks, and I don't even want to know. Forget about it. I don't know why. See, this is like the metric system or something. I don't know what this is. Yeah. 15 stone. Well, I'm 6 feet tall. You guys don't even go by feet. You go by what? Meters? Or millimeters or something? I can't roll with that. I can't roll with... The United States doesn't do the metric system, man. We don't do the metric system. We do inches, feet, yards, pounds, gallons. We don't go to the gas station. It's per gallon. It's not liter. It's per gallon. We do a height by feet and inches. We use yards, ounces. You know what? I don't think I could live in any other country than the United States. I wouldn't be able to adapt. First off, there's no way in hell I would be able to adapt to driving on the other side of the road. Not at my age. And I wouldn't be able to adapt. I wouldn't be able to adapt to the goddamn metric system. Those things would drive me insane. I would not be able to adapt. I see Slimy G, Vinny G, driving his truck out there in Australia because we drive on the right side of the road. You guys drive on the left side of the road. So when we're driving on the right side of the road on the highway, when we want to go off on an exit, off ramp, it's to the right. So I assume if you go on the driving on the left side of the road, your exit's to the left. That would take a lot to get used to, man. Wow. Plus the steering wheel isn't on the left side, it's on the right side. And if you drive a standard, a stick shift, because with everybody, usually the right hand is your dominant hand. You got to drive over here and use your left hand. I never understood that. Okay, let's just suppose. Okay, fine, I get it. You guys drive on the left side of the road, but why can't you have your steering wheel still be on the left side? Why does it have to be on the right side? Doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Because most people are righty. That's most people's dominant hand. I mean, what is the percentage of people in the world that are lefties, folks? It makes no sense in the world to drive a stick shift with your left hand, because the majority of people in the world are right-handed. What percentage? What is the percentage of lefties in the world?
10%. According to the Washington Post, the big number, lefties make up about 10% of the world. When you sign your name, odds are good that you will do so with your right hand.
10%, folks. My father's lefty. My father's lefty. My mom's righty. I'm righty. I have 3 brothers and 2 sisters. One of my brothers is lefty, and one of my sisters is lefty. You probably got that from my dad. The bottom line is this. The majority of people are righties. So it doesn't make any sense. Okay? For whatever reason, okay, I can understand. Okay, I could probably deal with it. I lived in the UK or Australia. Okay, I lived there. So you adapt. Okay, but the steering wheel still needs to be on the left-hand side, especially if you have a stick shift. I could not, at 47 years old, I could not be able to adapt driving over here. It would feel so weird. I don't get it. Can you explain it to me? Why do you have to have a car? Because the dominant hand is your right hand. Okay? 90% of the world's population. Let's see what the population. What is the population of the planet Earth?
In 2018, the population of Earth was 7,594,270,356.
Okay, let's just say we're almost 8 billion people. So 10% of 8 billion will be like, what, 800 million? The majority of people in the world, folks, are right-handed. So if you're going to have a car, okay, let's just say I'm in England. You got to drive on the left-hand side of the road. Why do I need to have the steering wheel over here? Okay, your dominant hand is right. Your dominant hand is your right hand, especially if you're driving a standard, a stick shift, a manual. You don't want to be on the left-hand side driving like, because we're not, 90% of the world's population is righty. Don't you understand? Don't you understand? But do you guys understand my logic? Do you understand where I'm coming from? Give me a 55 if you agree with me. Give me a 55 if you agree with me. Because I guess I could get used to driving the left-hand side of the road. But I still want the car to be on over here. I don't want to be over here, folks. That is weird. That's like sitting in the passenger seat driving. No. Maybe I could adapt over here. What are you saying there? Yeah, but you can't wake up in the morning and change girlfriend Rosie's palms. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. This is the dominant hand, folks. You think guys, when they do their stuff, are going this way? Well, maybe if they're lefty. But 90% of the world's population are righties, folks. And they're going with the right hand, folks. Makes no sense to me. I hear that. I don't know why you drive on the left hand side of the road. It sounds backwards to me. Why do they drive on the left hand side of the road in England?
According to Historic UK, as most people are right-handed, the driver would sit to the right of the seat so his whip hand was free. Traffic congestion in 18th century London led to a law being passed to make all traffic on London Bridge keep to the left in order to reduce collisions.
As most people are right-handed, the driver would sit to the right of the seat so his whip hand was free. Traffic congestion in 18th century London led to a law being passed to make all traffic on London Bridge kept to the left in order to reduce collisions. Today, only 35% of the countries drive on left. It doesn't make any sense. What do you mean? As most people are right-handed, the driver would sit to the right of the seat? What are you talking about? The driver sits on the left seat, not the right seat. I don't get it. Explain it to me, folks. I don't get it. I guess I'm dumb. Whip hand is like when a swordsman would use his dominant hand to use his sword. Oh my God. Who uses a sword, man? This is 2020. I don't think I would be able to adapt. I think I would go over to England and I don't think I'd be able to adapt. Because I do not like change. I would not be able to adapt. Like my 1996 Saturn, that's a 5-speed manual transmission, baby. Woo! I can't be sitting on the the right-hand side going like this. What would it be then? First, second, third, fourth, fifth, reverse. So neutral. So you're on the right hand side. You're gonna go like this. You're gonna push the clutch down. So with the clutch, if you're sitting on the right hand side, is the gas pedal gonna be your right foot? Or is the gas pedal going to be your left foot? I can't. If the steering wheel is on the right hand side, is the gas pedal still your right foot? And then the brake, and then your clutch. The gas is on the right. Okay, so everything's the same except the stick shift. So let me ask you this: so with your left hand. Neutral's here. Let's say it's a 5-speed, right? So first gear would be to the right and up. Second, down. Third, back to neutral. Third, up here. Fourth, fifth, and reverse like that. Is that it? That sounds, so it would be up, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, neutral down to like that. Is that it? Come on, man. Bergs is easy. You could do it. I'm asking you, is that it? Is that the pattern? Because with the American cars, you have first, second, third, fourth, fifth, reverse. So everything's backwards. So you got neutral, first, second, third, fourth. No, I wouldn't be able to do that, man. No, the emperor. Nah, I can't roll like that. I can't roll with you guys, Ross. I can't roll like that. The emperor can't roll like that, folks. I don't need my whip hand to take a sword and cut someone's head off. I don't need no whip hand, folks. I got my pimp hand, huh? Right? I don't need to be going like this. But my shoulder's already screwed. I'm in such a bad mood. I'm in pain. I'm going to be going to my doctor this week. That's it. That's it. I thought, the heating pad and ice, it's been 2 months. It's gotten better, but there's still something in there going on. Something going on in there, folks. Oh, your pimp hand. I don't know. I'm a pimp. No, Trigger Chip, you keep saying I need love. You're going into a timeout. Ernesto Escribe, make sure to lift the 40-ounce malt liquor beers with your left arm. Yeah. So if I'm in England, folks, I can't take a 40 and drink my right. I got to take a 40 and drink my left now. Everything's backwards. You're turning my whole world upside down. England, Scotland, Wales, Ireland. At least in Canada, they drive on the right side of the road. I could roll with Canadians. Australia and New Zealand, they're probably on the left-hand side also. I don't think I could roll with those. I don't think I could roll with them. I could roll with Canada. Yeah, crisps, yeah. Potato chips. So if you if you're going to have fish and chips, you guys call it fish and crisps or fish and chips? Fish, actually, you know what? That is one term that we use from you. That is one term that we use from you, which is kind of nutty. In America, we say fish and chips, like the beer battered fried cod or whatever, and then they put French fries in there. So you think in America we would say fish and fries? No, it's fish and chips. So we've stolen, or we've taken some of your phrases. Now, when you go into a elevator, I guess you guys call it a lift, right? You call a bathroom a loo, right? So I said, hey, baby, I want to go in the elevator and go to the bathroom. They're going to look at me and say, what? What are you talking about? You can't speak English, boy? Oh, I want to go up in the elevator to my room. I want to go to the bathroom. It ain't no elevator. It's a lift. And it's called a loo. Now get the hell out of my country. Woo! Apartments are flat. See, I can't just change up my whole... I can't change up my whole vocabulary at my age, folks. I can't roll like that. So even if I moved to London, I would still call an apartment, not a flat. I would say, do you have any apartments to rent? And then they would say, no, sir, we call it a flat. I would say, I have two for you. I'm from Bergatron. We call it apartments. They would say, nope, You're over here in England now. You got to call it a flat. I'm going to say, really, huh? You want me to take out my pimp hand? They're like, no, you can't use your right hand. You got to use your left hand. Everything's backwards over there, man. Everything's backwards, huh? You can't play, Bergs, you can't play your guitar right-handed anymore. You got to switch it up like Jimi Hendrix. You got to switch it up like Paul McCartney. Everything's got to be lefty now, huh? I can't roll like that. I can't roll like that. The Bergs can't roll like that. You guys are turning my whole world upside down. You want me to learn different names for things? You want me to drive on the other side of the highway? You want me to call an apartment a flat? You want me to call a bathroom a loo? You want me to call $1 a pound or a quid? You want me to drive a stick shift with my left hand? So I have my right hand available for a whip so I can use a sword to cut someone's head off? You want me to call a penny a pence? You want the Bergs. You want the show. You want the show to call an elevator a lift? Well, let me tell you something. UK, Australia, New Zealand. I do for you, baby. Woo! Because if I come and conquer your countries, I'm going to turn everything back to the way it should be. Americanized, baby. Woo! I'm going to take over the whole world. I'm going to turn all you drivers who drive on the wrong side of the road, baby, all into American drivers driving on the right side of the road. I'm going to turn your universes upside down, baby. Because the bottom line is this. I don't follow your laws. When I'm in your country, I follow my own. I don't take orders from anyone. If I'm in the UK, baby, I'm going to call it an elevator. I'm going to call a pound $1. I'm going to drive. I don't even care. I'm going to drive on the right side of the road. Yeah, I'll be heading on the oncoming traffic. I don't care. You goddamn right. And let me tell you something. Herman. Why don't you make some quality content? Why don't you hop on a plane, huh? Because you didn't know this, but Herman's afraid of flying. You didn't know it, did you? Why do you think you never see Herman flying, folks? Herman has a fear of flying. Because Herman, just goes down to Los Angeles. Oh, yeah, choo-choo. Let me tell you something, huh? I'm not going to call a friend. Hey, this is my mate. Hey, this is my mate. No, this is my friend. We're switching everything back. I'm making the whole world Bergs again. This is my chap. This is my mate. The bottom line is this. Yeah, I'll wear a New York Rangers jersey. You want to talk about Rangers? I'm talking about the New York Rangers hockey team, baby. New York Rangers logo.
according to the most famous brands and company logos in the world. The designer made the New York Rangers logo very similar to the emblem of their rivals, the New York.
Right there. That's the only Rangers I follow. The New York Rangers hockey team, brother. Woo! Ice hockey, huh? And let me tell you something there, English people, Scots. We Americans call football soccer. We call football American NFL football. If I was the king of your countries, the prime minister, whatever, I'm going to switch football to soccer, huh? What do you think about that? I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to turn everything upside down, just like you want us to drive on the left-hand side of the road, just like you want us to call an elevator a lift. I'm going to make soccer. Soccer is a worldwide, it's going to be a worldwide word term. No more football, folks. Nope. Sorry. Not under the Bergs reign. Sorry. You're going to have to learn to love it. There is no more football, folks. It's soccer. And that's worldwide. Worldwide. There is no more football. Not under my reign. The only football there is football. The Seattle Seahawks. American football. Nope. We're making the world Bergs again. We're not making America Bergs again. We're making the world Bergs again. Because we're taking this party nationwide, folks. What a stupid rule. When you got 90% of the Earth's population being right-handed, you got to drive on the left-hand side of the road, and you got to be over here on the right-hand side using the stick shift if you got a manual. And believe me, that would get, it sounds easy because I've already, first, second, but you know what? When I'm out there on the road, I would mess up. That would take a lot of practicing, folks. That would take a lot of practicing. I guess I would have to drive an automatic car where you just put it in the drive. But I personally prefer to drive a manual or a stick shift. Now, let me ask you something there, Buff Carrot. What do you call a car in Scotland? Do you call it a stick shift or do you call it a manual transmission? What do you guys call that? Do you guys call it a stick shift, a manual transmission? A manual, yeah. It's the same thing here. It's a stick shift or a manual. Yeah, it's pretty much the same. Do I have tissues on the back window? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? No, those are blinds. You know what show I did like? Faulty Towers with John Cleese. Remember Faulty Towers? It was only on for like a couple years. I think they only did 12 episodes with John Cleese. I don't know why. How many episodes of Faulty Towers?
Faulty Towers has 12 episodes.
12 episodes? Why did they only do 12 episodes? Why did they only do 12 episodes, man? Faulty Towers. What year was Faulty Towers?
1975. According to BBC, The first episode of Faulty Towers aired on the 19th of September 1975.
In 1975, 76, they only did 12 episodes, man. You ever seen Faulty Towers? That was one of the funniest shows of all time, man. Bergs, we call it football because 95% of the time, I understand that, but for whatever reason, we call it soccer. Well, let me ask my phone here. Why do Americans call football soccer?
According to Business Insider, association football became soccer. After these two sports spread across the Atlantic, Americans invented their own variant of the game that they simply called football in the early 1900s.
I don't know. That's not good enough for me. I don't know. I don't know why we. I can look into it. You guys can look into it. I get it. It makes sense. You call it football. I get it. And you know what? To be honest with you, it's all crazy. Because if you look at American football, like the NFL, the National Football League, most of the game is played with your arms, the quarterback throwing the ball. It should be called arm ball. You only have your feet when they kick off the ball, and they kick the football in the beginning of the game, or when the field goal kickers kick a field goal or an extra point. But the majority of the game is the quarterback throwing the football or handing the football off to a running back who runs the ball. So it doesn't make any sense. The bottom line is this: American football should be called arm ball because you're using your arm. The forward pass was illegal back then. Yeah, see, you know what? Hey, coach, what do you think about my team, baby? Woo! The Seattle Seahawks 5-0. What's your team? 0-5. What is the Houston Texans record?
The Texans are in fourth place in the AFC South with no wins and 4 losses for a winning percentage of 0%.
0-4. What is the Seattle Seahawks record?
The Seahawks are in first place in the NFC West.
5-0. It says 4-0 there, but we won tonight. We're 5-0, baby. Woo! What do you think of that? The Astros are cheaters. The Astros are cheaters. Oh, okay. You guys won a game today? The Astros are cheaters, folks. Bottom line. And they would have gotten it really bad this year. I mean, every player would have been thrown out. There would have been brawls in every game. But you guys happened to get lucky because of the whole virus. And then they just played a little 60-game season. If it was a real season with real fans, there would have been so many brawls, and you guys would have been thrown out so many times. But the commissioner of baseball, Rob Manfred, said, "Hey, folks, we're going through a worldwide pandemic. We don't need any, because if you're having a brawl on the field, you're having people at close quarters breathing, spitting on each other and all that. So you guys got so lucky. You got lucky. You got lucky this year, coach. I mean, really, because I've been following baseball for a lot longer than you. I'm a lot older than you, 47. I think I'm older than you. bottom line is this: baseball, they usually they police themselves. And so many, I mean, there would have been so many brawls, old school brawls. People throwing the ball at people's heads, and people would have gotten hurt. But I think the commissioner said, hey, folks, because they barely squeezed in a season, right? 60-game season. That's why everything's tainted. The only thing that's not tainted, I think, is the NFL season. Because the NFL season, they're going to have all 16 games, hopefully. Now, I don't understand what's going on here. And it really is kind of pissing me off that at certain stadiums around the country, for instance, the Kansas City Chiefs, when they play at home, I think they can have 15,000 fans in attendance. Dallas Cowboys, I think, can have 20,000. I don't know why. With the whole virus still going on, it doesn't make any sense. There's still 1,000 people dying every day in America and 50,000 people a day getting it. But the Seattle Seahawks, we've had 3 home games. We've won every single game. We're 5-0. We've had 0 fans. How come we can't have the 14,000, 15,000 fans? I don't get it. Did you watch the game tonight? I can't believe we won. I cannot believe we won. And it's a shame that there were no fans in there. The local government here, we are cracking down, which is good. But you know what? You could be at a game here. You could be at a game wearing your mask, social distancing. So let me ask you there, Coach, because I know you are a season ticket holder. I haven't talked to you in a while. Are the Houston Texans, are you guys allowing any fans, 10,000, 15,000 fans? And if so, you allow 13,000 fans. Have you, as a season ticket holder, have you been able to go to any games? And how do they work the system? How do they work that button mouth? How do they pick who can go and who can't go? But how can they pick? Is it a lottery system? You're chosen like on a computer or something. They just pick your name. How does that work? Well, have you been to a game this year? I thought you were a season ticket holder. Have you been to a game? But you're a season ticket holder. Did you get your money back? Or are you just going to forward it to next year? Let me tell you something, Coach. Next year, there's going to be no fans either, bro. This whole virus thing's going to go on for years, in my opinion. I think it's going to go on for like 4 or 5 years. We're all screwed. Did you get your refund yet? Did you get your money back? Yeah, on the telly. Oh, yeah, the telly. Oh, the television. I got to call it a telly now, huh? You kidding me? Watch it on the telly. Oh, my God. Yeah. Now, if you're bored, that's why, you know what? I hate these people who are American and then they move somewhere else and become expatriates. I don't find that, in my opinion, if you're born in America, you should die in America. I hate these expatriates. Oh, yeah, it's the flu, yeah. Over 210,000 people have died. Obviously, you're a Trump supporter. It's not the flu. How many Americans have died from the COVID-19. We're up to 215,000 deaths. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, that's all flu. It's all flu related. Yeah. Tell that to Herman Cain, huh? I still need to get my flu shot, actually. I'm getting my flu shot this week. Tell that to Herman Cain, folks. Oh, 215,000 is low, yeah. Well, you know what? If it was you, you wouldn't like it. If it was your loved one, you wouldn't like it. If it was me, you guys would probably like it. You guys would like to see the Bergs get it and die. You would. You guys would have streams. All you guys would be partying, man. You'd be playing the Kool and the Gang song. Celebrate good times. Come on. Because the Emperor died today. A celebration that lasts throughout the years. You guys would be having streams, man. The Emperor got it. Yep. You people have no loyalty. Hey, Buff Carrot, why do you light me up with one of your quid, huh? Give me a quid. Buff Carrot, I don't even know why you have a wrench. You give me a view, but you've never given me a quid or even a pence. Or even a half a quid. Oh, yeah. Just like Trump said back in March, he goes, it's going to disappear by the summertime like a miracle. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to disappear with the hot weather. How do you know that? How do you know that, President Trump? I just know it. I just have a feeling. It's going to go away. It's going to be beautiful, like a beautiful miracle. During the summertime, the hot months, it got worse. No. I never said that. I said there will be no fans. Go back and check your receipts. I said there will be no fans. No, I said there might be sports, but there's going to be no fans. And I was right. And I'm right. There's been 3 Seattle Seahawks games, no fans. Down there in Texas, you guys are a Republican state. You don't even believe that it's real. A lot of you jabronis probably still aren't wearing masks. That's why Texas is you guys are still doing bad with it. We have it pretty much handled up here for the most part, I think. Yeah, you guys are great. All right, folks. No one's showing any love tonight again. King of all things is definitely coming back because I can't survive terminating people who show love. So you better learn to love it there, Salty Dog, because the bottom line is this. I don't listen to any woman. I don't share any title, and I certainly don't, make my channel so I'm blocking people who show their love and support. And that's really the bottom line. And none of you people are showing any love and support. And the bottom line is this. I'm on here to make money. I'm not on here like Salty Dog to go for running from, now she's back with Mango. She's hitting on Evil Abe. She's flirting. She's drunk again. I'm not on here for that, folks. I'm on here for one reason only, to entertain and make money. And that's it. So that's the bottom line. So you better learn to love it, Salty, because you are hitting on Evil Abe tonight, and I'm unblocking everybody, including you, King of all things. So you better learn to love it. You're a 50-year-old woman. Okay? And come up to present time, because I'm not going to come live on here and not get shown any love. Okay? And that's really the bottom line, because you're over there getting drunk, flirting with Evil Abe, just making a fool out of yourself, and you're not going to tell me how to run my show. I've had my show for 12 years. So the king, you will be unblocked. Okay? And that's the bottom line. But if you come up, if you come on here and say anything about her, you'll be blocked again. So just come on here and just play it fair. Because I'm not gonna let anybody come on my channel. I don't care. I've never even met this woman in real life. And she's a turncoat. She's on there flirting with Evil Abe. I caught her flirting with Waffles one time. Oh yeah. They were in a green room talking nasty. You goddamn right. And the bottom line is this. I'm not going to let anybody dictate to me ever again. And I'm done with this. I'm done. I've made my decision. King of all things, you're back tomorrow. And that's the bottom line. I'm not going to let some drunken woman in Iowa dictate to me, a guy in Washington State, how to run my channel and who I should have on here, who I should block, who I should not block. This is my channel. I'll have whoever I want. And that's really the bottom line. So, king of all things, you are unblocked. Because I saw her over there flirting with Evil Abe 2 times in a row now. So show some love right now to the Bergs here, folks. Because I've taken my man card. I've taken my red pill. And that's the bottom line. I want to see one super chat at least before I leave. Because I'm not dealing with this anymore. I'm not going to let a woman, I don't share title with anybody. I'm divorced. I don't have any kids. I live with my parents, yeah, but I've been married. I've lived on my own. I've worked. Bottom line is this, but I'm not going to let anybody dictate to me who can be on my show and who can't. This is the BERGS Show. Look at the title. This is not the Salty Dog Show. This is the BERGS Show. And every single sub you've gotten off me, every single sub is because you've known me. And that's it. And that is the bottom line, folks. And that's just the bottom line. And that's just how it's always going to be. And if you don't like it, then you block me. And you go run off with Evil Abe. You go run off with Waffles. You go run off. You do anything you want to do. I don't care. You go run off with Norm. You go do whatever you want to do. I don't care. But I'm not going to block people like the king of all things who's shown me love for years, who's been the enforcer of the Wingburn Mafia. So king of all things, you're coming back. As soon as I get done tonight, I'm going to unblock you, and you can come back tomorrow, and I'll wrench you up. But if you start coming in here and talking shit again like that, you're going to get the royal boot. So I will give you one more opportunity. And that's really the bottom line, folks. So who's going to show some Bergs some love, folks? This is not a good night. I thought I would have a good night on here. I mean, I was in a good mood. The Seahawks won. We're 5-0. Can I get a 55? Are people even talking here? White Tupac will show me some love. He'll at least show me some love. I can't go a full day here. I went 2 hangouts here in a row, Tupac, with no one coming through for me. And let me tell you something. I can't roll with people who tell me what to do on my show. Salty Dog, okay, he said some bad things, okay? It's not the end of the world. Okay? It's not the end of the world. Sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Okay? And the bottom line is this. This is my show. You can't tell me what to do. I see you over there drunk, flirting with people, acting like a fool like you always do. And the bottom line is this. You're not going to tell me what to do. I got a bum shoulder. Okay, I got my own shit that I'm dealing with, and the bottom line is this: I live 2,000 miles away from you. I mean, the bottom line is this: I'm doing my own thing. I will keep whoever I want in here. The white Tupac would never let somebody tell him who to boot or to keep on the show. And that's really the bottom line. And I had to go through all that shit. Terry Meek, no. It's not going to happen again. Because I seen what you did tonight with Evil Abe. And that's the bottom line, folks. So no one has shown me any love tonight. No super chats. I'm not a pervert. I'm not a predator. I'm not running around there like Elvis picking up people. I'm not rich picking up this crazy woman. I mean, I'm a normal person. But you know what? If I can't run a show on here and make money, I'm not going to block supporters like the king of all things. And if you can't deal with it, then you don't come in here. Because I don't take orders from anybody, especially a woman. And that's really the bottom line. Because I'm a divorced guy. I don't have any kids. I'll never get married again. I'll probably never be in a relationship again. I'll probably never meet anybody again. With the whole virus going on. And I don't date smokers anyway. So, I mean, why are we even talking? Okay? You got Norm F. Go talk to Norm. Okay? Go talk to whoever. You got Mangoes. You got whoever you want. But you know what? I'm not going to take orders from you or anybody. That's it. The king of all things, you're going to get unblocked tonight because I'm not going to deal with this anymore. I got a bum shoulder. No one's showing me any love. My freaking shoulder kills me right now, and that's it. That's it. I'm not going to play these games anymore. I see you over there flirting with Evil Abe. That's what she does. She gets drunk, and she goes on these panels. You said you would never go on Mango's panel again. Well, you're there. You're there. So that makes you a liar. So you going up on Mango's tonight, that nullifies the whole deal. So, King, are you listening? You will be unblocked, and I will rent you again tomorrow. Does anybody want to show the Bergs some love before I go off? And White Tupac, why don't you fire up a hangout? Anybody want to show the Bergs even $1? I didn't make anything today. And it's because of you, Salty Dog. You're having me block people who give me money. That's who've supported the BERGS Show for 2 years. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. I don't take orders from anybody. Anybody. I've been self-employed for 20 years. I don't take orders from anybody. I'm a self-starter. I don't go out and rake leaves because my parents tell me to. I do it because I like doing it. Okay? I do my own laundry. I pay my parents' rent. You don't do shit. So I'm not taking orders from anybody anymore. I'm taking my show back again, and I don't want to hear anything from anybody. And if you guys agree with that, give me a 55, folks. I don't take orders from anybody, man. I don't take orders. You're not going to tell me who to block. I don't want him on here. He said this. You know what? Well, I didn't see it. He retracts everything. And he might have been drunk. I don't know. I don't care. But I'm not going to keep someone blocked who wants to be around here, who wants to support the show and show love. That's the bottom line, folks. And you're drunk now. You're on panels. You're flirting with guys. F you. You're done. Okay, folks. Good night.